5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Third down and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Smith, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. For the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles win it 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And there's Cooks in motion right. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pollard will take it up the gut. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
He saw the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9. Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 73 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends, wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs, they just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They work now on 2nd and 9. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Fine line when you set up the screen. You got to throw it too early, you let the defense react too quickly, and you definitely want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Prescott rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Dak is going to mix it up. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
much yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion goes the tight end. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott got the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Great timing, team. No touch that. Keep the ball moving. Get him up here, oh. Tiger Hornet. Easy, 63, 63. That's the point on the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Going to run again here with Pollard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Guys, dig deep.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Now they'll audible to something else. Looking to throw. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Cooks will come in motion right. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On third down, it's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start. He's running the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks laying himself out in the end zone. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Second down, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he He's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, the thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you don't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. And now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action now, Prescott. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you one partner, after the ice is down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go a little bit, I'll hit you, and it worked really well for them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now one final throw is incomplete on Ramsey. This one will come to an end. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division.